Hi, this is Nick Moffat with the third episode of Spring Cleaning Movie Project, in which I go through my movie collection, take every movie off the shelf that I haven't seen, and do short reviews of each one. So, this last movie I watched was Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. So, this movie has a reputation of being really bad, and it came out during that time period where people didn't really care about superhero movies. So I kind of was hoping, thinking maybe it wouldn't be as bad as the reputation was. Came out in 1987, stars Christopher Reeve as Superman, Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor. It's the fourth and final film in the original Superman series, and I just want to tell you I have it on VHS. I can't tell you how long I've had it for or where I got it. Feels like it's been on my shelf forever. But yeah, I was actually pretty excited watching it. I was like, there's no way it could be as bad as what people said it was. Because I hadn't really heard about anything specifically bad. I it's a bad movie. But, no, this movie is like really, really, really bad. Like, it's understated how bad this movie is. Literally the entire movie, I was looking for anything that I could point to and say that part of it was good. Because there wasn't anything. Like, I couldn't tell you anything that was good about this movie. The special effects literally looked like they ran out of money. The acting was terrible. The story just didn't make any sense. Basically, the plot was that some kid wrote a letter to Superman asking him to end nuclear weapons, just get rid of all of them. And the Daily Planet had been bought out by a tabloid newspaper, so they made a big deal out of it, and Superman decided, okay, well, I'll go and rid the world of nuclear weapons. And so he collected them all up, put them in outer space in a big net, and threw them into the sun. Somehow Lex Luthor, who had escaped from prison, he harnessed the sun's power, and he created a new villain called Nuclear Man. And Nuclear Man and Superman got into a big brawl, and Superman got injured real bad because Nuclear Man's fingernails grew out really long, and he scratched him in the neck, and the nuclear energy really hurt Superman like real bad. So he faltered a little bit, but then he ended up coming back and saved the day and all of that. The story was really bad. The characters also just didn't make any sense either. Like the way people talk to each other just didn't work at all. Like, for example, the new editor of the Daily Planet was this young lady, and she was immediately interested in Clark, and Lois Lane kind of looked at her and was like, oh, well, Clark's a Boy Scout, so he won't even notice your sexuality. And so then they had this scene it was a classic like sitcom scene where Superman and Clark were supposed to be at the same place as Lois and this other girl. And so Superman kept doing this old switcheroo where he would like go out the window and go downstairs and be Clark, and then he'd fly back up and be Superman and go back and forth. And I like sitcoms, but I don't like I did not like that scene. It actually made me like really uncomfortable, and it was like cringy. There were all these like parts where I couldn't tell where they were in the series. Like I didn't know if Lois knew who Superman was, because like there was a scene where Clark Kent was like, he was moping around, he was trying to figure out what he should do about the nuclear war situation, or the nuclear weapon situation, and he's just kind of moping around, and Lois showed up and was like, Clark, what are you doing? You're not dressed. We're supposed to go to that thing. Because this movie never tells you what thing it was. Just, we need to go to that thing. And he's like, no, I have too much thinking to do. And then Lois is like, come on, let's get your mind off of it. Let's get some air. And then he walks over the railing of the building with her, and they both fall, and for some reason she falls faster than him, and he flies off and becomes Superman and catches her, and they go flying together, and they're holding hands in the air, and he lets go over, and she kind of like flies for a minute by herself before he catches her, and they have this moment where they kiss, and then after the kiss, she's still standing there like frozen, like she was still kissing him. And then he left and came back as Clark, and was like, Lois, let's go to that thing. And she was like, oh yeah, let's go to that thing. And like, I don't know if she just forgot that whole thing happened. Like, did she dream that she was flying around Superman, or did she not know about any of that? Or like, it was totally perplexing, like everything about it. And this movie actually like makes me question like ratings on Letterboxd. Like, I gave this movie like half a star because it really, like, I'm telling you, this is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Like, I'm saying that like it was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. And it wasn't like so bad it was good. It wasn't like The Room, where I'm watching The Room and like totally enjoying it. It was just like really, really bad. Like, the best part of this movie was that it was only 90 minutes long. So yeah, I don't know. This movie was just really, really bad. And that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, and have a nice day.